Hello and welcome to Fibonacci Cycles by Nitin Bhandari. We start our update with the Nifty, Bank Nifty, and the constituents. So first of all, what has happened in the Nifty today? So Nifty broke above this line. This high was 27 September high 18,088. So this high is important because it is a first cycle high and it is broken now. So this is important for this cycle to be further bullish. It should not come back below this high, which is 18,088. So this is a line, or this is a Lakshman Rekha for coming days or coming weeks. Now, the second thing which will be important to decide the Nifty, that whether this Nifty is starting a new cycle from here or it is just a corrective move and then it will resume the downside for the cycle. Why I am saying this? Because this PB here, this cycle here, it is not, it has not fulfilled the basic parameters to complete this cycle. So what does this mean? This means that there is a chance that Nifty may continue the downward move. But technically looking at the other parameters, it is not, it has closed 50 points above this high. So watch it tomorrow and see that if it continues moving above 18,088, then definitely this is a cycle low, important cycle low, and the rally will continue for maximum 10 days to up to the 5 weeks. This could be the possible rally. Now this is a one aspect of looking at the Nifty. Now second thing, today's midpoint is also important for tomorrow, which is 18,002. Third, you know what these lines are. Here I changed the color because the background is white. So this line here, it is a weekly trend change point, Gann trend change point. And the level for tomorrow is 18,285. Another level for day after tomorrow will be 18,242, and the for Friday, Thursday level will be 18,200 and 18,218, and Friday level will be 18,170. So now this level will decide the bigger picture of this Nifty trend. This is a if these levels are broken, this line is broken, it may be a big change again, and this Nifty will start moving up sharply. Now, technical indicators here, they are still into bearish zone. It has not came into neutral zone yet. So as long as they are into bearish zone, there is a probability or possibility that it may again curl down. The last point to consider, that what can happen to Nifty, we take the Fibonacci and we see that how much it has retraced Fibonacci point of view. So we take two cycles. One cycle, let me expand this. So one cycle is from this high here to this low here, and that is a today's high is between 50% and 61.8%. So when these cycles turn back up, it can go up to 61.8%, which is 18,240 level. ये यहाँ तक आ सकता है. Now we'll take another cycle and we'll see how much it can come down, how much it can rally, and whether the counter trend rally is looking bullish or it is just like it. So here it has crossed 61.8%. This is a bit of bullish sign, and above 78.6, that is a super bullish. So 18,200 is the level for that. So this is a counter trend, smallest cycle, but the big cycle, the level is it is still between 50% and 61.8%. So even whether this is a PB or not, whether this is a low of the Nifty or not, it has to go above these lines to make a conclusive, decisive move and confirm that it is going to be bullish. Now, the last method we use for time and price expansion and see how much it has expanded and what is the potential for that. So, it has reached the 100% expansion today from this low to this high, and from pointing it from here. So the move of this to this is equal to this move here. Now the last thing which I will do is draw our points, pretty points. So we draw it from here to here and see. So that is 100% exactly the same thing is coming here. In the extreme situations, it goes up to 138%, which is 18,290. So again, now tomorrow you have to watch and see that what is happening to this market tomorrow. That will give the clear indication. Now, what has happened today in the intraday? Guys who are following me on Twitter and on the Telegram channel, I gave the time that around 12 noon, there were two times, and we see when intraday chart of 60 minutes or 5 minutes, it gave the exact breakout during the time when it was looking like it will break up. So it gave us a proper setup to trade in the intraday only. At 10:30, it start moving up, and again it made a low here, but never broke this low. And around 12ish, 12:05 or 12:03, it gave a breakout, and look at that what has happened to it. So that is how the intraday trend happens, despite your view, despite your whatever bias you have. So this level was 17,986. So this level was lower than our 18,088 point. But you can try to catch as much as if you follow a proper system. So this is all for Nifty. There is an important possibility if tomorrow Nifty by any way it turns down. So keep in mind that Nifty can come down to 17,872 by 10th of November, day after tomorrow at 2 p.m. Keep these levels in the mind. This is very important. This is only valid if Nifty starts sliding tomorrow. I'll update this hourly chart tomorrow also. If there is a slide, maybe it can make a slightly higher high and then start the slide. So these levels can adjust a little bit. But this high was made exactly on time and price. So there is a possibility and probability that it can come down. So this is all for Nifty. Now we'll start with the Axis Bank. So this is the Axis Bank chart, and Axis Bank looks like it wants to come out of the woods. It wants to rally it again. Uh, Today's midpoint is important for tomorrow, which is 753, and this is a breakout line. You know this pink line is a breakout line. This is a Uranus price line. So any move about 760.70, so broadly 760, 761, इसके ऊपर एक्सिस बैंक लुक्स गुड, इसके ऊपर जाएगा देन इट इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी इट स्टार्ट मूविंग शार्पली हायर. ये 780 790 इमीडिएटली हो सकता है. देयर इज अनदर पॉइंट हियर 785. सो 770 to 785 is the range if it starts moving up. If again it starts going down below the today's midpoint, then it is in trouble. यहाँ पर only thing is which I am seeing a good sign that it has curled up, though it is still into the bearish zone, and it doesn't mean that it will continue the rally. So when they are in the bearish zone, we have to make the assumptions like we saw in the Nifty. There is other parameters which are suggesting that even in the bearish zone, it may not continue the rally. But here the thing is very different. So this is for Axis Bank right now. Bajaj Finserv, you guys go back and check my video of last video cash I updated. Clearly I mentioned that this guy is going to manipulate this. And what happened today? Look at it. They ate up all these shorts and they trapped all these shorts here in a one day. They moved what from low to high almost 1,000 rupees in a day. So this is how these stocks, you know, that the nature of the stock, that how the operator or how the big boys trade in these stocks and how they trap it. But if you know these lines, they can't trap you. It was a very clear signal on Thursday, last video, go back and check. I clearly mentioned looks like they will trap it and they will again pump it up higher. Now watch it tomorrow, the 18,000 psychological level, and see what happens next. It is good that they rallied it. So now there is a juice to little bit more rally and then there will be a sharp fall. I am still not convinced with the move because these all candles for many days. It is a distribution pattern. So my bias is a bit bearish on this stock. Now we go to the next one, which is our favorite Bharti Airtel. For a long time it is struggling. So this is a 60-minute chart of Bharti. Watch tomorrow 718 level. This is a 60-minute chart, and within a 60-minute chart, you see this is an inside candle. If I remove the this last day, Diwali day, which is nothing much has happened. So watch today's high and today's low for any direction on the Bharti. My bias on the Bharti still it is into neutral zone. Uh, it is finding a attraction to this Mars price line and Uranus price line. And above also Uranus price line, it was getting sold off. And this is your weekly trend change point. Look at it, almost from October 18, 17th, 18th October, it is just moving around these. So watch these levels. 725 is the level for this week, and on the downside 705. 700 is your psychological mark, and i would I want to see this to curl it up and enter into a bullish zone, and that would be the sign that will take us to our price targets for the Bharti, which is here. We'll see when these price targets arrive, or the charts start telling us that yeah, it is done and now it wants to go higher. So this is HDFC Bank, and HDFC Bank. I clearly mentioned in my last video also that I am not giving up on this stock. I still think it has a lot of juice and potential on the upside. Today's move looks super bullish to me. So I will draw a simple trend line and don't do anything for this. And I will keep this trend line as my potential support zone. So I will color it with a different color. So when we discuss it again next time, so we know what this line is. So I will color with some let's color with the white color so we know it. What is it? So this is our important point for HDFC Bank. If it goes below it, then it is in trouble. Looks like it will try to penetrate higher now. HDFC, I mentioned in my last video, the day it breaks 2920, I'll jump on it. And that's what happened. When you know your line, it has given you a lot of frustration around this. But the day it jump above it, and your technical indicators and your other stuff on the hourly chart suggest that yes, I'm ready to go higher. That is the time you should jump it. So this was a intraday. It gave a clear signal on the first hour that I want to go higher, and that is how you manage your risk. So now what is there? I think it has done on the upside, looks like, because 3000 is a psychological mark, but I will not now give up this long position until it breaks again below this high, which is 2958. So 2958 is the key level for any stop loss or risk management for HDFC. HDFC Life, I think I tweeted or I put on the Telegram in during the time that it looks like it wants to go higher. It has closed above 700 mark, which is important psychological point. This is a weekly line, this is a Mars line, and this is a monthly line. Now look at this zone. This zone is very important now for the further move for the HDFC Life. And the stochastics have just entered into bullish territory, which means it has a potential on the upside. A lot potential is there on the upside. A move back below this Mars line, and if it fails to cross 706, that is a Mars line plus weekly line, and 711, which is a monthly midpoint line, if it fails to cross it, then it is in trouble. Otherwise it looks like it wants to go sharply higher. Hindustan Unilever, I think this is the stock I think which wants to go higher, but this is hourly chart and it looks tired for time being. So maybe it may cool down a little tomorrow. But if we see the daily chart, it looks like I think in the last videos I have been mentioning about that my bias remains positive as long as it is above this line, and now it is trying to come above 20, which is a oversold zone on the technical indicators, and tomorrow's level is 2445. So today's close is 2443 and today's midpoint is 2424. So I would be long with the stop loss below 2424 or 2380, depending what kind of risk appetite you have, but this looks good to me. ICICI Bank. So this is another stock which looks like it wants to come out of the woods, and now it wants to go higher. If you remember my past videos, I have been mentioning it will spend some time here before starting moving up, but looks like now it wants to go 790-800 zone very soon, very quickly. A move back below this low will be definitely in trouble, but this is a level it will attract. It may attract once or twice, which is 778. So IndusInd Bank, what happened to it, and how our 1187 and 1287 lines are important for IndusInd Bank. So it was a some kind of technical selling on some bad news. Uh, as it opened, it was a clear signal that something is wrong. And if you are long, if you manage your risk and you see your line and you know your number, you should have stopped out here only. That is the point. Now again, I want to reiterate my point how these monthly lines are important. We have seen in many cases, whether it is a United Spirits or all the cases, whenever a stock reaches this monthly line, it is a time to be on alert on the long side, or at least hedge it with some kind of puts, or at least trim your long position, so at least when it falls you have an appetite to buy it again. Now what it looks like to me, this is look to me it looks like it has given a sharp correction from this high to this low to this high. I'll wait and see if it regains level above 11, 13. But before that, it has to cross 10,000, 1087. That is a midpoint line for tomorrow. So I'll watch it very carefully before entering into jumping into again on this stock. Now the thing is, it is into neutral zone. So neutral zone doesn't mean that it is a bearish now. It has already priced in whatever is happened, and if it starts moving back above and some kind of clarification from banks, some kind of news, because this fall is a news driven fall, and if this news is being clarified or something is clear on this, this could be again up move, but right now it looks into trouble, so I will avoid it for time being. Infosys, I've been telling about this. It looks good to me. Now, what can happen to Infosys from here? This is a hourly chart, and hourly chart is last 3 4 candles. They were looking a bit tired one. And if I draw and change this to a daily chart and the bigger time frame, the chart looks super good, super bullish. So this is a weekly line which is 1755, which is 15 rupees from now. Tomorrow, if it breaks above this, I think it looks like it wants to go higher. And this was the line I drew it last time to find support or resistance and see how it will behave. So today it went below, it came off. So this is a time to buy it. And now it looks like it will go higher. So I'll keep a stop loss of 1720 for this. ITC, it is trying to again, to me, I think it looks like it wants to now go higher. So keep our levels in mind. 232 is our level. It is still the same level for ITC. And this is a one of the line. It's a simple moving average. This is my proprietary moving average based on the planet, based on the sector. So this is an important level to watch, which is 235. Kotak Bank. So yesterday I think I mentioned about this that it looks like it wants to go higher, and this line is now very important. So this line is now very important for future fall also. To me, looks like Kotak wants to go sharply higher, maybe 22, this double top zone, because it has broken these all these time and price parameters. So, and this candle looks good to me. So as long as it holds above this high, which is 2115, it looks like it will be moving higher. Larson, I mentioned about my view, but I'm a bit cautious because it is above the monthly line. So I may not aid here. I will maybe trimming it here. McDowell, again, the same thing is happening here also. It is on the monthly line. So it is a bit of what do you say, caution has to be there at these levels. But 1000 is a psychological mark, and on daily and on weekly, it is looking like it wants to go higher. So we are in the second active week of this month. So this month, if it holds above this and closes above this is the first day it has closed. So this line level is 992 997, and it has closed at 103, a slightly higher level to the our monthly line. So when we have seen that if it closes above, then this monthly line may act as a support for future decline. So it has to be watched. Stochastics are suggesting it has a potential for higher prices. Uh, mm, did I miss the Bank Nifty? Yeah, looks like I missed the Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, this was a 1 point. This is a weekly line. It found a support. Today was again a second point. It found a support. If this rally continues from here, I think it can go to this level. It is an immediate price target for the expansion. But this candle is also a super bullish candle. And tomorrow is a big cycle reversal day. These vertical lines are a cycle reversal date. So this is another important reversal point. So tomorrow, watch it. It can sharply rally. Anything can happen when these kind of candles are there, and it has underperformed with a huge margin to the Bank Nifty, has underperformed with a huge margin to the Nifty. Nifty के मुकाबले बैंक निफ्टी बहुत बहुत कम बढ़ा है आज. The reason was IndusInd Bank. IndusInd Bank has a big has a significant uh, value or percentage value or point value in the Bank Nifty. It is a constituent of the Bank Nifty. So that's the reason. But if I consider a standalone basis, this candle looks pretty bullish to me. Uh, tomorrow being a reversal date and stochastics is still into bearish zone, what will be the level for the longs? So I will keep this 39,232. That is an important price level for a stop loss on the long side. Then we continue to the Reliance. So Reliance was again, it is on the monthly line, and this was our line here. So, and it has curled up. So to my mind, looks like Reliance now is ready for another move up, or at least it will support. It will be used to support the Nifty if the other constituents of Nifty falls below this level 2485, 2480 level, which is this first rally high. Then it is in deep trouble, and then it is ready for 2200 or so. But stochastics are suggesting that it wants to go higher. SBI again on this monthly line, it is finding a difficulty here. So watch this. Stochastics have curled down. The only thing is it got saved today again at the Mars line. So Mars is the planet who controls, who knows, who shows the power. So still the bulls are showing power. So watch it. Watch this line, which is 525 for further direction. Not looking this. TCS. So TCS is another one which looks like it wants to go higher. This is a daily chart of TCS, but this is a lot of consolidation, and these are small candles. So maybe there are two interpretations. The stochastics are into neutrals, not even neutral. It is still into bearish zone. So it needs to cross 3580, this weekly line. That will be for tomorrow will be 3570, and as we grow before this weekend's 3535, so it needs to go above to show that it wants to go higher. Otherwise there will be a danger for it to fall sharply lower. So this is a stock to be watched very carefully. Why? Because IT is in the focus from 10th of October, 10th of November to 18th of November. Maybe tomorrow I'll try and cover this. Why I'm thinking so? Because of the astrological aspects. So I think IT will make a big move in next 10 15 days. Either side, I don't say bullish or bearish. So we decide based on the price lines, based on our technical indicators, based on our Gann lines. So this is the possibility for TCS. As long as it is holding above this line, again this line is a power control line. It looks, my bias is a bit bullish on this TCS. So I think I have not missed anything. This is all for what we cover regularly, and to me astrologically, the things which are coming up from now is the next this is a full moon with the lunar eclipse which is falling on 19th of November. So everybody's chart will get affected, everybody's personal things will get affected, and the aspects starting from November 10 to 18 19, they are a bit a stressful aspect. So be careful, don't have a mindset of bearish or bullish. This index may be rigged, but there will be big moves in the indices constituents. All these heavyweights and other part of index which can be rigged and which can have a big moves. So it can surprise you like Indus Ind did today, falling 150 rupees. But it will be balanced out by the other stocks like HDFC Bank, which moved 30 rupees, 40 rupees higher to bring back the bank Nifty into the platform. So this is how it will be managed. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and there is maybe tomorrow I may not update if I don't get a time, because tomorrow I have a lot of other stuff to do. I'm writing the yearly forecast of Nifty, and also I'm writing the yearly forecast of crude oil. So that may keep me busy, but I'll try and find time tomorrow also to give a maybe a small update. If there is a big move tomorrow, if there is not a big move, then rewatch this video and take a clues from here. So thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, and may this new year from Diwali bring lot of prosperity to all of you. Thank you so much.